Om Shri Sai Ram. Om Shri Sai Ram. We offer our most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan Baba.
Respected elders and my dear brothers and sisters, Sai Ram to one and all. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate Easwaramma Day. Mother Easwaramma's life is marked by her unconditional devotion, selflessness, and love. It serves as an inspiration to millions. She played a crucial role in the Sai mission as the nurturing force behind Swami. Her unwavering support and love provided the foundation for Swami's spiritual journey.
Despite facing challenges, she demonstrated humility, devotion, and compassion, shaping the values of Sai mission. Ishwarama's influence extended beyond her role as a mother, personifying the core principles of seva and selflessness. Her life acts as a guiding light, inspiring devotees to embrace love, faith, and compassion in their own spiritual journey. Ishwarama's legacy continues to enrich the Sai mission. It always reminds us of the transformative power of motherly love, faith, and devotion.
Swami has taught us that mother is the first guru. Today, my Balvikas brothers and sisters will start the festivity of celebrating the most ideal mother, Mother Easwaramma, by chanting Vedam and singing devotional songs. Sai Ram.
गणान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः यश्छन्दसा वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽध्यमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया आस्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवम् ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय मेधा देवी जुषमाणा न आगात् द्विष्वाची भद्रा सुमनस्यमाना त्वया जुष्टानुदमाना दुरुक्तान् बृहद्वदेम विदथे सुवीराः त्वया जुष्टऋषिर्भवती देवि त्वया ब्रह्मा गतश्रीरुतत्वया त्वया जुष्टश्चित्रं विन्दते वसुसानो जुषस्वद्रविणो न मेधे मेधाम इन्द्रो ददातु मेधा देवी सरस्वती मेधा मे अश्विना बुभावा धत्तां पुष्करस्रजा अप्सरासु च या मेधा गन्धर्वेषु च यन्मनः दैवी मेधा सरस्वती सा मा मेधा सुरभिर्जुषतागुस्वाहा आमा मेधा सुरभिर्विश्वरूपा हिरण्यवर्णा जगती जगम्या ऊर्जस्वती पयसा पिन्वमाना सा मा मेधा सुप्रतीकाजुषन्ताम् मयि मेधा मयि प्रजा मयि अग्निस्तेजो दधातु मयि मेधा मयि प्रजा मयि इन्द्र इन्द्रियं दधातु मयि मेधा मयि प्रजा मयि सूर्यो भ्राजो दधातु हंस हंसाय विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुन्दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णान् तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टाम् दुर्गां देवीगुं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गानि विश्वा पूश्च पृथ्वी बहुला न उर्वी भवातोकायतनया यशयोः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्न नावा दुरितातिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानो अस्माकं बोध्यविता तनूनाम् पृतनाजितगुं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगुं हुवेम परमात् सदस्तात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषि कमीड्यो अध्वरेषु सना च होता नव्यश्च सत्सि स्वाञ्चा आग्ने तनुवं पिप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्र विष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभिसंवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इह मादयन्ताम् कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ ईश्वराम्बाय विद्महे मातृदेव्यै च धीमहि तन्नो ईश्वरी प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Om
Shri Sai Ram. Easwaramma Day honors and pays homage to Mother Easwaramma and all mothers who are a source of pure love, compassion, and strength. A mother is the pillar of the society, nation, and humanity. She guards us, guides us, feeds us, and cares for us. Our beloved Sai showers the love of thousand mothers. Sai Ma's love is universal, unsullied, and unconditional that encourages us to improve slowly and steadily, correcting ourselves and watching our steps at every stage, and teaches us patience and tolerance. So let us for a few moments immerse ourselves in the boundless love of our Divine Mother and experience the sweetness she offers to her dearest children.
Mother of mine, you gave to me all of my life to do as I please. All that I have is just cause of you. Mother, sweet mother of mine. Mother, you gave me happiness, much more than words can say. I pray to you that you may bless us every night and every day. Mother of mine, now I have grown, I can sustain all of my own. I'd like to give you what you gave to me. Mother, sweet mother of mine. Mother, sweet mother of mine. Mother, sweet mother of mine. दुख दिलागी माँ तेरी अखियाँ मेरे लिए जागी है तू सारी सारी रतिया तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, साई माँ। ये जो दुनिया है, ये वन है कांटों का, तू फुलवारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, साई माँ। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ,
तुमसे हमने जीवन पाया, तुमने हमको जीना सिखाया। माँ मेरे साए तेरे आंगन में मैं कब आऊं, तेरे आंगन में मैं कब आऊं, तेरे आंगन में मैं कब आऊं।
ये जिंदगी तेरे लिए थी, तेरे लिए ही रहेगी।
हमारा जीवन तेरा दर्शन, बिन तेरे क्या होगा। माँ मेरे साई तेरे आंगन में मैं कब आऊं, कब से तरसा ये मेरा मन, पास तेरे कब आऊं।
कब से तरसा ये मेरा मन, पास तेरे कब आऊं।
माँ मेरे साई तेरे आंगन में मैं कब आऊं।
बिन तेरे ये जिंदगी सूनी सूनी लागे।
पल भी नहीं बीता है, दिन को क्या बिताए। धड़कन ये कहती तूफान से आंखें नहीं दिखाती।
आजा मेरे साई प्यारे, तुझ बिन रहा न जाता। माँ मेरे साई तेरे आंगन
में मैं कब आऊं, कब से तरसा ये मेरा मन, पास तेरे कब आऊं।
कब से तरसा ये मेरा मन, पास तेरे कब आऊं।
माँ मेरे साई तेरे आंगन में मैं कब आऊं, तेरे आंगन में मैं कब आऊं।
तेरे आंगन में मैं कब
तेरा प्यार पाकर गमों को मिटाकर ये कहता है दिल बार बार, जहाँ भी रहेंगे तुम्हारे रहेंगे, दिल खोल कर कहेंगे हम तुम्हारे हैं साईं। तेरा प्यार पाकर गमों को मिटाकर ये कहता है दिल बार बार, जहाँ भी रहेंगे तुम्हारे रहेंगे, दिल खोल कर कहेंगे हम तुम्हारे हैं साईं। हजारों में तुम एक हो, लाखों में तुम एक हो, बहारों में तुम ही तो हो, हर नजारों में तुम ही तो हो। तेरा प्यार पाकर गमों को मिटाकर ये कहता है दिल बार बार। फूलों में कलियों में तुम हो समाए, सपनों की गलियों में तुम हो समाए। फूलों में कलियों में तुम हो समाए, सपनों की गलियों में तुम हो समाए। तारों सितारों में हर एक बहारों में हमने सुनी तेरी आवाज़। तारों सितारों में हर एक बहारों में हमने सुनी तेरी आवाज़। किधर भी है देखा हमने है पाया, बस एक तेरा प्यार। तेरा प्यार पाकर गमों को मिटाकर ये कहता है दिल बार बार, जहाँ भी रहेंगे तुम्हारे रहेंगे, दिल खोल कर कहेंगे हम तुम्हारे हैं साईं। हजारों में तुम एक हो, लाखों में तुम एक हो, बहारों में तुम ही तो हो, हर नजारों में तुम ही तो हो। तेरा प्यार पाकर गमों को मिटाकर ये कहता है दिल बार बार।
Sairam. Thank you, children, for the divine chanting and wonderful rendering. We discussed the compassionate nature of Mother Easwaramma. She asked Swami to grant her 3 wishes. Her 3 wishes testify her empathy for humanity. Samagya, do you remember those 3 wishes?
Yes. Yes, her 3 wishes were to build a hospital, a school, and provide clean drinking water for the local villagers.
Her desire to have a small school for children in the Puttaparthi village blossomed into the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. It provides integral education from primary to the doctoral level, free of cost, combining academic excellence and exemplary character. The first campus of Swami's educational mission was inaugurated at Anantapur. It is my proud privilege to welcome our guest speaker, Dr. T.R. Rajeshwari ma'am, who dedicated 28 years teaching at the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Anantapur campus. Dr. T.R. Rajeshwari, M.Com, M.Phil, B.Ed, Ph.D., graduated from Fatima College, Madurai, and earned her postgraduate degree from Madurai Kamaraj University. She did her research in the area of financial behavior and received her doctorate degree from the divine hands of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba in 2002 from the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. She joined Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning in December 1991 and continued till May 2020 as a faculty in the Department of Management and Commerce. During her teaching career, she has published nearly 60 academic papers. She has guided 24 research projects and has guided a doctorate project. She has also served as the warden of Sri Sathya Sai Girls Hostel for 3 years, which she considers as a great opportunity to grow within. She considers the profession she has been engaged in, teaching, as a wonderful media for self-growth and self-discovery. Currently, she is volunteering for Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vahini Inclusive Education Project. Besides, she has been a project guide for 2 groups, Ladies Wing, Tamil Nadu, of the Sri Sathya Sai National Leadership Program for Self-Transformation. I invite Dr. T.R. Rajeshwari ma'am to share her experiences. Sai Ram.
With love and reverence and gratitude, I bow down to that cosmic intelligence, to that supreme power, to that great being which resides in all of us and animates all of us, our dear Bhagwan, and seek his blessings and permission to commence this session. Loving Sai Ram, to all who have gathered here, elders, youngsters, little ones, their mothers, and everybody who has gathered here, I feel I'm so honored today to be here. Actually, it was an unplanned program for me. Though the speech was planned, I never thought that I'll get an opportunity to be here on the holy Easwaramma day in Dharmakshetra. And I thank the organizers with heartfelt gratitude for giving me this opportunity. Actually, when we think of Bhagwan, or when we try to fix our relationship with Bhagwan, it grows beyond mother, father, or friend, or anything. For that matter, I have not seen Mother Easwaramma in the physical frame. But all of us, we are eternally indebted to Mother Easwaramma for gifting us all with such wonderful son, who is more than a mother to all of us. I'm sure you'll all agree with me. In fact, he is he's a cosmic mother, he's a divine mother, he's mother of Mother Easwaramma herself, in a way. When we try to fix our relationship with Bhagwan, sometimes he's a mother, loving mother. Sometimes he's a guiding father. Sometimes he's a grinding teacher. Sometimes he's a compassionate sister. Sometimes he's a very protective brother. Sometimes he's a very reverential guru, and always he's a personal God to all of us. And I'll be sharing with you now a few of my experiences where I've experienced Bhagwan in a few of these roles. As mother, when I had to join Anandpur in 1991, it was December 9th, 1991, I had to join Anandpur. On December 7th, 1991, me and my physical mother, who is seated over here, we both were sitting on the darshan line. Those days, darshan line was on a silvery sheet of sand and beautiful arches. The Kulwant Hall was not there. We were sitting, I was in bliss, but my mother was sad. She didn't want me to join Anantapur. She didn't want me to leave home and join an ashram, or she never thought. But now she's very happy that I have chosen the life. And at that point of time, she was unhappy. I didn't know that at that time. Swami started gliding and walking, and he was coming towards me. And I was, that time I didn't know much about Swami also. It was all accidental. Just I saw Swami for the first time in 1985 in Kodai, without knowing anything about Swami. That time even Sai Shruti was not there. Swami was in Mrs. Srinivasan's house. I'll tell about my episode of that coming shortly. When we were sitting in darshan line, Swami came and created Vibhuti and gave it to me, and in his characteristical posture like this he did. And what was in his hand, Swami did like this to my mother, and in my mother tongue Tamil, he said, "She's my daughter." Swami accepted me as his daughter on that day. And it was like a promise. It was a promise he gave to my mother. Later, after darshan, my mother confided in me. In the heart, she was crying. And she said, "Swami, I am leaving my daughter in your hands. From now on, you are everything for her. You should take care of her till the end. If you accept for that," she had put so many conditions. We always have that habit. Now we always tell Swami, do this, do this, do this. And he will invariably do all that. But we won't do what he wants us to do. Sometimes we fail. So she had put all those conditions. You should take care. If that be the case, this bhajan should be the next bhajan. And that bhajan was the next, some Vaishnavi Devi or something and that bhajan was the next bhajan. Swami was coming. And you should give me promise, which was just not possible, but Swami gave her. Swami just did like this, and like small children, she pinched her hand, and she said in Tamil, Swami said in Tamil, "Ava en ponnu, she is my daughter." And Swami just moved off. It didn't make much sense to me at that point. But later, many occasions, many an occasion, I've experienced the Divine Mother's love and protection, which I had so many. There. Only two I'll take because of by when I should finish. 6. When I should finish? 6:45. Okay. Okay. So, I joined Anandpur, 91, December. That point, so, previously I had worked for 9 years in an university where my students were 120, that was the strength. So I was so young. I finished my PG early, and, when I was 20, I started teaching. I had to shout because such a huge group. And I came to Anandpur. They introduced me to my set of students. I entered the class. There were hardly 4 children sitting. I was so shocked. 4 children in the class. What happened? But the strength shows 40. Where are the other children? Ma'am, they are all exempted. Exempted for what? Sports practice. I never thought. December. I joined in December. January 11th is our very important day. All of us know now. But that time I didn't know anything about sports. I thought, what? We are an academic institution and you are giving so much importance to sports? I thought. They looked at me like anything. What? You don't know anything about Swami? For us, academics is second. our only aim is to please Swami on Sports Meet Day. You should see the, later I understood what is Sports Meet and why it is important. But I was so depressed, my first experience. 4 children in the class. Next day I'm going, only 2 were sitting. And what am I to teach? They have not started the syllabus. And coming back from January, they have to take their first session, or first test, internal test. I was worried. I asked the head of the department, Madam, shall I take special class? She looked at me like this. What, children are all playing in the, practicing in the ground and you want to take special class? Till the end, till I came out of the Anandpur campus in 2020, children always know me as a special class teacher. Because somehow I will drive them so that I will see to it that even the lowest grade child will get a B grade at least. But somehow, that I was not very happy when I saw that. And to top it all, by December 25th, we came for Christmas. When we went back, the whole classes were suspended. Even those 2 girls were not there. No class only. What am I to do? All teachers had something to do, and I was new. I don't know anything, so they didn't allot anything. So I felt so lonely. And Jan 5th, we all packed up and came to Parthi for ground practice. And there also I was odd man out. And all the teachers who were in the room, they went to the ground. They said, you go for darshan. We'll have darshan in the ground. Because Swami invariably will go every day to see the practice. I just went to the ground. I had an uneventful darshan that day. I just looked at Swami like that and came back. And there was nobody in the room. And because I was very low emotionally, I took up a book and started reading. But because my mood was not set, that book dropped and I slept off. And when I woke up, before waking up, I had a dream. In the dream, Swami appeared. And Swami said, get up, write a letter to your mother. Say you are happy here. She's crying. I woke up and said, how can I say I'm happy, Swami? I'm not happy. Then I just watched it. I saw the time, 11:30. I went for food, came back, and resumed my reading the book. But my mind was not in the book because, first of all, I was not happy professionally. Second one, here all teachers went away. I felt so lonely. Then I said, okay. Then reading, again I slept off. But Swami never gives up. That is one unique feature of Swami. Once he has taken up, he'll never give up. He reappeared, same dream repeated. He said, get up, write letter to your mother. She's crying. Say you are happy. Now I got little alert. I took an inland letter. I wrote about all my experiences in Anandpur, having no students in the classroom and coming here feeling lonely, and about the dream, and said, Amma, Swami is telling that I should write a letter to you, that I am happy, but I am not happy. I finished off, posted the letter. I posted the letter. I was waiting, and all teachers, students, everybody came back after practice. And after freshening, they were getting ready for evening darshan. And they were discussing very vigorously what saree they will wear for Shankaranti, prize distribution. Will they wear this Swami saree or that Swami saree or this new saree? Then, I was quite young. I was only 25 that time. I was quite young, and I thought, oh my God, I don't have a new saree. I don't have a Swami saree. Now I know that saree and all is immaterial for Swami, or how our appearance, our inner thing is more important. But I felt again unhappy. My God, these teachers didn't say also anything to me while packing. At least I would have packed a new saree, a good saree. Then all the more I was depressed. I went to the darshan hall, came back. Then sports meet went on. And sports meet, looking at that grand event, little I became, oh my God, what effort children are putting, and how happy Swami is. Slowly that transformation came. Yes, it is something. Education. What is education? Education is not a matter of giving information. Education is a matter of purifying the heart. And purification process is not easy. This is what I understood slowly. It was not a Z boom bar like that, no. Slowly that thing dawned on me. But anyhow, I was still unhappy about not having a presentable saree according to the standards on the prize distribution day. 11th came and went. 12th, Swami called us for an interview. On 12th, after interview, Swami asked us to sit outside in a line, and for teachers, he gave a saree. That was the only sports meet time in my 29 years of working when Swami gave sari on the sports meet day. And he gave and I like cotton saris. Swami gave a beautiful cotton sari. And that was the only time when Swami gave cotton saris for us. Otherwise, it will be synthetic or silk. This is also Swami's sari. It will be, it is like, it is not that sari. Now I have understood it is not that sari that is important. But the most important thing is, when he was giving sari, he held it like this in the hand, and he gently hit me on my head and said, "Happy?" he asked. Slowly, he understood. He balances our emotions. At the same time, he also goes beyond emotions. That's what I understood. He demonstrates, or he just gently drops his omniscience. He teaches such lessons like a mother. You see, when we are very sad, the first person or the first way the relationship which will balance that emotion is mother. We run only to her lap to say and to pour our whether joy or unhappiness, whatever be it. The first person, all of us whom we relate to, is the mother. And Swami gave me that opportunity. When I felt bad or felt low, it was he who came at that point of time. But now looking back, I am analyzing all these things. But that time, it was only, Swami gave me sari. Now you see, now all teachers have to wear that sari only on the prize distribution day. No this or that, no difference, uniform like that. And more than that, Swami made it very clear. You said you are not happy. Are you happy? Happy, he said, and he hit. Then this is something which I understood about the motherly love, how he balances our emotions. And he goes beyond that also, and he reveals his omniscience. And why he does that, I'll slowly come to that. Another event where I experienced his motherly love so much. So many are there, but for time's sake, I will cut short all that. And one or two I'll tell for each of my relationship with Bhagavan. It was one Sunday, we were coming back, and I saw one very bad accident in front of my eyes. Even today, why I am relating is that has gone so deep into my psyche. I saw the death in front of my eyes, and I was so disturbed. But, many saw, but I can't. Everybody is now feeling sad. So we came back, we finished everything, our night dinner over, and next day we have to get ready for the class. I prepared for the class. When we switched off the light, my roommate, she had a good sleep, but I didn't close my eyes. I couldn't close. If I closed my eyes, that scene was coming. It has affected me so deeply. So that day went off, but I didn't tell anyone. So next day I got up, went for class, finished my class, lectures, everything over. Evening came. Because of lack of sleep, I was little drained of energy. Then second day, no sleep. I couldn't sleep. Third day, I had no energy to walk also to the class, but somehow I pulled finish, and I told my roommate, I'm feeling very sick in stomach. I want to go home. I want to go see my mother. I want to go and see Swami. And that time Swami was in Vrindavan. So I applied for leave and came to Vrindavan. And, I pulled myself for darshan. Because it was not as a group we came, I got only in the fourth or third block or somewhere, but in the corner. I just sat there so limp. And Swami came for darshan. He looked at me. Nothing he asked. He created vibhuti. And not so much, one handful he gave. And it was there in my hand. And he said, Chesko, take namaskar. And then he asked, when are you going? Eppudu potaru? I didn't have energy to talk or say anything. And even to take namaskar. Sitting only, I did like this. I didn't have even energy to bend. I had vibhuti in my hand. I looked at Swami, I didn't answer him, I just blank look I gave. Then Swami moved off. I came home, put the water in, vibhuti in the water, mixed and drank half, and remaining half I kept. Because I know some of other teachers who saw that with me, they were also a little disturbed, though they were a little stronger. So I wanted to take that back to Anantapur. So half vibhuti I kept for them, half I mixed in water and drank off. Within 10 minutes after drinking that vibhuti water, as if I was administered anesthesia, my eyes drooped. And I came back after morning darshan around 10:30. I fell asleep. But I told my mother why I have come. What is the reason? I didn't sleep for 3 days because I was so disturbed after the sight. I slept, so they didn't disturb me. They thought I'll get up in another 2-3 hours. Because my general psyche is 4 or 5 hours maximum good sleep is enough for me to have full energy. That is, even today, that is my system. 5 hours, 4 hours sleep is enough for me. I started sleeping 10:30, afternoon, evening, night. Next day morning, 6 o'clock only I got up. And when I got up, I was fresh. And you know, that anesthesia which Swami gave, that balancing of the emotions, nobody can do. If I had gone to the doctor, they would have given me my sleeping pills or some counseling they go, and they would have really made me, they would have put me on antidepressant or something, and the treatment will go on for 2-3 months maybe. So I just questioned, I said, Amma, I'll cancel, I'll go back to Anantapur, I'll cancel my leave, I feel better now. But I'll go for darshan. So second day, morning darshan, I rushed, and I sat. Swami just walked past me. He didn't even look at me. You know, what I have understood now is, see, he not only balanced the emotions, but he proved to me that he's beyond emotions. So slowly, you know, he's omniscience and he's beyond emotions. Like this, so many experiences I can tell, which I had with Swami, where he played the role of a wonderful mother to me. Now, coming to the role of a father, I have also experienced Swami's fatherly guidance. That was entirely throughout my research journey. See, first time when I saw Swami in Mrs. Srinivas' house in Kodai, there were only few people at that time, and I don't know anything about Swami. I just started hearing about him, and I had my MPhil synopsis to be submitted. That was there with me. I gave it to Swami. Swami opened the synopsis, read the title, looked up at me and said, do PhD and come and join. I didn't understand where to come and join. Do PhD, okay, but come and join where? And I was not very serious about it. I came back, and 85 to 91, 6 years, you know, completely I was disconnected only. I read something and read something about Swami, and I was not very keen. But I'll cut short the stories. Things fell in place, and 91, I joined Anantapur. When I joined Anantapur in 91 December, January, I told you Swami gave us interview on January 12th after sports meeting. That time, Professor Ziba Bashruddin, English department head, she introduced me to Swami. She said, Swami, kotta teacher. Swami, new teacher. Swami did like this. Again she said, Swami, kotta teacher, Swami. Swami looked at her and looked at me and said, kotta teacher kaadu. Nenu 6 years munduke appoint chesanu. That time I don't know anything of Telugu. So I memorized what Swami said. So when I came out, I asked Sai Lakshmika, who is a Telugu, what did Swami say? Swami said, you are not a new teacher. He appointed you 6 years back. Then I didn't understand. Akka, I joined only in December. How Swami is telling he appointed me 6 years back? Then you just think you think for yourself, somewhere you will get. So after 2-3 months, it dawned on me. 1985, I saw Swami when he said, do PhD and come and join. But I joined in 91, 6 years. And you know, how he is demonstrating his omniscience, he knows everything. But all this, now when I look back, how slowly Swami took me from step to step to make me accept him. That was the lesson which I learned and in the end. Okay, in my PhD journey, I didn't do PhD when I joined. I joined without PhD only. So, as I said, Swami will never give up. After some 2-3 group interviews, one interview, Swami looked at me and asked, "Who is your guide?" I didn't understand why he's asking guide. Guide means what guide? It didn't even strike me that PhD guide Swami is asking. Then, who is your guide? Again he asked. I looked at Swami. Who is your PhD guide? He said, Swami, I have not registered for PhD. Then Swami just left it as if it is not his botheration like that. We came back. The then Vice Chancellor was Professor Venkatraman. He gave a call to the then principal of Anantapur, who was Mrs. Hemalata. She's no more now. And she called me. Swami is calling you. Like we were also scared of Professor Hemalata. She's very strict principal. Swami is calling you. For what Swami is calling me? How Swami will call me over the phone? I am not such an important person that Swami should call me over the phone and as if when I go and he will call me immediately. No, Swami has sent word through Vice Chancellor that you have to register for PhD. No, he will not give up. He will be behind you. I said, okay. Now go immediately, pack up and go and meet Professor Venkatraman. It was a working day. I had syllabus to finish. Swami is telling, go, no syllabus. Okay. I packed up and happily I came to Parthi. I spoke to Professor Venkatraman and it took some time to talk to them and they fixed a guide for me. Professor Ramurthy, a wonderful person. And how Swami orchestrated everything he guided me throughout my professional career, a beautiful journey. My research journey was very beautiful. So Professor Ramurthy was my guide, and every Saturday, Sunday we'll meet and we'll discuss what is the work I have to do for the next week. I'll complete, submit it, and he will give me fresh work like this. Sometime it was going on. And the work was progressing. And invariably, now and then, Swami will go and ask Professor Ramurthy, what is the progress? How much he has done? Nobody will even understand this. Swami taking this much of interest in my professional growth. And later when I started working, I had to decide on the topic. In between, we got an interview. In that interview, Swami said, guide fix ainda? He said. I said, yes, Swami. Do research. The topic is not decided. Swami said, do research in finance. He gave me the broad area also. You have to do research in the field of finance. Okay, then little our topic narrowed down and Sir was able to guide me and we decided on a topic. Now it is something concerned with stock market. So I had to start collecting data, all publicly available data. If I had to collect, it may take nearly 2 to 3 months also. So one Saturday, Sunday, when I came to meet him in his house, when we were discussing, one person landed in professor's house and introduced himself as Sai Ram. His name itself is Sai Ram. And he is one of the top people in Bombay Stock Exchange. And he was introducing and he was telling, and when Sir said, these are the data, don't worry, I'll send you all the data, which I would have taken 2-3 months to collect. He gave me in just 2 hours. He sent the entire data within 2 hours. It is publicly available data, not anything which is secret or something. But still, he made things much easier for me. So I started working and all. Things were moving. Now I have to write actually before this I should have told you about my pre-PhD exam. In 99 October, we were there for Dashra celebrations, all of us. And I had registered by that time. And I have to write my pre-PhD exam. It is soon after going back, I have to write. And Swami was in giving mood. Swami started giving Parker pen to all of us. And all the students, and including myself, we were in the 7th heaven because we have to write the exam. And Swami is giving a beautiful Parker pen. So as soon as the Parker pen was distributed, everybody opened it and started writing Om Shri Sai Ram. I also opened and started writing Om. Nothing. It was not writing at all. I was trying, doing all gimmicks. Again write. It didn't. Nothing. I opened and saw means in the pen, the refill, there was no ink. Empty pen. He gave me empty pen. I was little disturbed. Swami, I have to write my exam. And you're giving, maybe I will not do well. Anyhow, no, I should do well. So it was some battle which was going on. And as I said, Swami wasn't giving mood. He went inside, again came out, and started giving us an hand torch, small hand torch, a white one. And as soon as they got, they all started clicking, and it started giving light, and Swami was amused. He was standing on that slope with his posture like this, and he was swaying like this and enjoying. I also switched on. There was no light. I got so scared. I opened and saw there was no battery. Only in mine. I asked this side. They all had. They all had a torch with the battery. I got the torch without battery. My heart sank only. Then again Swami went, came out, started. That year Swami was giving and giving and giving us gifts and gifts and gifts. And third he came and gave us one alarm clock. That was the most amusing thing for Swami. And as soon as everybody started setting that time and pressed the alarm, and it started giving ki. So whole Kulwant hall now was making noise. And Swami was so amused looking here and there. I was so scared even to set on this, because what is there I didn't know. So I just kept quiet. For a few minutes I kept quiet, but then I couldn't keep back my temptation. I also kept the time and pressed. No sound. No sound. And with so much of trepidation, I opened and saw, again, no battery. Only I got a pen without ink and a battery without a torchlight without a battery and an alarm clock without a battery. I was so unhappy. But I didn't reveal that to anybody. But with so much of depression, I went back home. But now looking back, I understand why Swami gave me all those things. Exam came, I wrote well, and after the exam, my professor said, you have done very well, you have passed in distinction. Then I said, okay, I wrote a letter to Swami. Swami, thank you so much for giving me this buddhi. But I wrote in a different pen only, because anyhow that pen is not writing. And then I said, Swami, you gave me a pen without ink, you gave me a torch without battery. But what is the meaning of all this? I didn't understand. I gave the letter to Swami. He took the letter. But after some 2-3 days when I reflected, I understood. Be nothing. Empty yourself. I'll fill you with what you need. That was the beautiful lesson. As a father, he guided me, and this is the lesson a father should teach the son or a daughter. Do your duty. Do your duty like what you have to do. But do your best. After that, just empty yourself. I'm not going to tell. Thank you. We are not, the father should not be behind the children. The father should be at a distance, but should be watching carefully. And this is what I have learned from Swami. He said, you do, whatever you do, then I will know what I have to do for you. You are not, this is the Heavenly Father, Divine Father. Be nothing. That was the beautiful lesson Swami had taught me, which I am trying to practice, but sometimes our ego comes in, that we are doing. Swami slowly, gently taught me that lesson as a father, be nothing. That mental thing you have to develop. Then coming as a friend, Swami was a friend to me also. As a friend, your friend, we can depend on him. When we need, we can depend on a true friend. And Swami had taught that. I experienced that also with Swami. And this was at the early point of time when I joined. And suddenly I got a message from the university where they said, for accountancy, you include solicitor's accounting for this mid-semester portion. And hardly 1 week was there. I have to teach solicitor's accounting. I thought, okay, it is only 1 credit. That means only 1 hour I have to teach. Okay, I'll go get some information from the library. So I went to the library. started looking into books. Even old books like Batley Boy and all, they didn't have a chapter only called Solicitors Accounting. R.L. Gupta, every book, all modern books, all old books, everything I searched, but I couldn't find the topic. Then I got little jittery. My God, how will I teach? And those days, it was a watertight compartment between women's campus and men's campus. We cannot communicate, we cannot talk to them, and we cannot find, if I have to talk to somebody, some professor, it should first go to the HOD. HOD will tell the principal. Principal will tell that campus principal. That campus principal will tell the concerned professor. Then again the same route it will take back, and it will be more than a week. So I didn't know what to do. First of all, I was not permitted to write or talk. Then I was thinking what to do. Then I prayed to Swami then. Oh Swami, you are my friend, you have to help me. Somehow you just give me some information for solicitors accounting, then I'll make my own problems. Just some theoretical part at least. Okay? Then some agreement was made between me and Swami. I went, searched library. From this end to that end, all the books, one by one, I was picking and going through the index thing. Then I just put one book back. Suddenly from the other side, two arrangements were there. I had put it like this. From the other side, some books fell because I had put like this. I was so scared because librarian is quite strict. Third, it made a noise, it fell down. So I ran to that side to keep it back in the place. But the books, they had fallen like this. They have opened and they had fallen like this. So I took it like this, solicitors accounting. Oh my God, I was so happy. It is not one, 4 books, all 4 books, it was solicitors accounting. Definitely it is not coincidence. They say a beautiful definition, na? Coincidence is something where we find the hands of God and he chooses to be anonymous. That is it. This is a work of God. It is not a coincidence. All 4 books, I was insane. I said, thank you, Swami, you are my best friend. Immediately, And then I took the book, I just started taking down notes. I understood what the concept is. Within 3 hours, I was very clear in my head about what I have to teach. I made few problems. And for the mid-semester, I gave one 5-mark question also there. And after the mid-semester, the question gets distributed to other campus. Then, when we had a common meeting, Professor Radhaswamy asked, Rajeshwari, where did you get all those information about solicitors accounting? And where is the problem? I said, sir, I made the problem myself. Where did you get those instructions? It is there in our library. If you want, I'll take a Xerox and send you. So I gave them the information. It is not that Swami facilitated that. You can depend on God as a friend. And he is there always. When there is a need, he will definitely help us. This is a beautiful lesson I have learned, or a relationship which I have experienced with Swami. Another one as a friend, this is not my experience, but my students' experience, which I'll share with you, which you will all really enjoy. Those days, we didn't have sophisticated recording instruments. When we get interview, we used to take one small tape recorder, and so when Swami will give an interview, we don't know. So one student will be given a responsibility. She will always carry one tape recorder with her. Anytime when Swami gives an interview, they'll go, and it is her duty to record what is happening inside the interview room. So like that, one day, suddenly Swami called us. It was a holiday, winter holiday. Only few girls and few teachers were there. A small group got an interview. So we all went inside. And when Swami sat inside, he will look at all of us like, Jayamma, Emi Samacharam. That will be his first opening remark. Then Jayamma madam will, Emi Ledu Swami. She will say, such a wonderful lady she is, very, very soft. She will say, nothing Swami, you only have to tell, we will listen. Then Swami will give a smile, and Swami will start the interview. When he starts that, the recording should start. So this girl was all ears to see when Swami is going to start. When Swami started, by mistake, she pressed the play button instead of recording button. Only what happened, screech, like that one noise. Immediately everybody did like this, and Swami looked at her. When Swami is angry or upset, his eyes will become so big. Like that he looked at her with big, big eyes, because everything was very quiet and silent, and Swami was about to start the interview. And that silence was disturbed. So people around were also disturbed, and Swami was also annoyed. He looked at her like this. And this girl was she said, ma'am, that day I was so unhappy with Swami. I said, if others look at me with, with that eyes, it's okay. But you should understand, it was just a mistake. I didn't do it intentionally. You know everything. Why did you look at me like that? She was so upset and angry with Swami. So she bent her head and she didn't look up at Swami throughout the interview. And the interview got over. Everybody's eyes were glued to Swami because the sign is when Swami gets up, everybody has to get up. And after everybody goes, Swami will switch off the light and then go out. So one by one, everybody has to go. So, they were all glued. But this girl was not even willing to look up at Swami, but waiting for the sign to get up. So half she looked up and half down. And when Swami got up, he just did his robe like this. And from the robe, one card, small 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter card, just fell on her lap. And only she knew. Nobody else noticed also. It's a 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter folded. That means 1 square centimeter on one side. On one side of the card, there was a picture of a broken heart. Oh, I broke your heart. No? On the other side, I'm sorry. Huh? Broken heart. Oh, sorry. He apologized. I'm sorry I broke your heart. That's all. Then she forgot the friendship bond because she said, I will never talk to you. I will never look at you. Like that, this girl was having a mental communication with Swami because Swami was upset with her. I never thought that he will do this to me. And when Swami did that, when she got up, she smiled at Swami. Swami smiled at her. It was made up. The friendship was made. That bond of friendship started. This is something, all happened in 1 second. Like this, so many things we can say about how Swami slowly makes us his own. As a friend, as a very normal friend, he behaves. Then, as a teacher, a grinding teacher. As a teacher, now we are graduating. We should know that a good teacher, will never thrust her or his experiences into the head of the student. He will not thrust the information, but he will allow the student, he or she will allow the student to explore, experience, and expand and learn for himself or herself. And this is what Swami did to me. One day, it is getting late. One day, it is again winter holidays. We were all, few of our teachers, we were sitting. And because only few students and few teachers, we take turns for the first line. Teachers and students will take turns for the first line. So that day, I was 6th in the line. So they were all sitting in the front, and invariably, everybody had a letter in the hand. Everyone had a letter, because letter is something which we showed to Swami to get his attention. Nothing else, nothing great in that letter. Sometimes there may be an information, but sometimes we just show letter to get his attention. So Swami looked at the first person and said, "Hysteria number 1, he said. But she giggled. Nobody takes offense, because when Swami makes fun of us, we are happy only. Second one, he said, "Hysteria number 2. Third, hysteria number 3. I got scared. I hid the letter inside my pallu. I kept the letter like this and did like this. Letter was here, I did like this. As if I don't have a letter, I was closing my eyes, half closing, half opening just to have, and I was looking at Swami. Hysteria 3, hysteria 4, I was praying, Swami, please go away. Hysteria 5 also over. My heart was thumping. Swami stood in front of me and said, "Good girl, give me your letter." So now I had to take letter from my hiding and give it to her. Good girl. Why Swami is telling me good girl? What is that? Nothing. So, but for that also everybody giggled. Everybody laughed. It was such a enjoyable day for us, for all of us. Swami took the letter and went up. But the lesson comes the next day. Next day, because the whole day everybody started, even the unknown people who were in front, they said, "Swami told you good girl, Swami told you good girl." for Swami, everybody, however old we are girls only. Even Jaima madam also, no, Swami will say, good girl, to Jaima madam also. She was our warden, an elderly person, some of you may know her. That time only she was 70 plus, and Swami used to tell her, good girl. And that day everybody was around me and said, Madam, Swami said, good girl. So next day, all of them wrote a letter, gave me one big bundle of letter and said, Madam, give it to Swami. So all my students, they collected from all their mothers, everybody, and gave me one bundle of letter. I very, very proudly, Swami will take. How Swami puts a prick on that balloon. I took that letter, a bundle of letter, and sat in the first row. Swami came, and very proudly I showed Swami one big letter. Swami looked at me and said, are you a postman? That pride. Immediately he said, no, this is not the way. You should be a normal self. You are not going to. Are you a postman? He said, and walked past. So I had to distribute all the letters to the children. Man, okay, take back your letters. From then on, I learned my lesson. No. Then, next one as a teacher. This was one thing. It's a wonderful lesson which I learned. And this is how Swami slowly weans us out of our over-dependence on even his physical frame. So a physical teacher also should not make the student lean too much on her or him. She should allow the student to learn for themselves. But always the supportive hand should be there behind. And Swami did that for me. I stopped celebrating my birthdays when I turned 25. And when I came to institute, I was past 25. So I didn't celebrate my birthdays. It falls in October during Dashra time. So invariably during birthday time, I will be in Patti only. So it was one such birthday. I was sitting and Swami came and looked at me and said, I didn't even wear a new sari or something. I forgot that it was my birthday also. Swami looked at me and said, "Ee roju mee puttina roju kada?" He asked. "This day is your birthday, is it not?" he asked. I said, "Ha." Then Swami created vibhuti, gave it to me, and took akshantalu from somebody and put it on my head. And then he gave me namaskar and went. I was naturally happy. But next year birthday also, Swami gave me vibhuti. Birthday kada? He asked and gave me vibhuti. Now I am all prepared. I came with all good dress and sweet plate and all those things. And Swami blessed everything and gave me vibhuti. Third year also, wherever I sit, if it is my birthday, Swami will come and give me vibhuti. Now my friends understood. So on my birthday, they wanted to sit next to me because they knew that Swami will come. And that gave me that ego, that pride. I puffed up. So fourth birthday, vibhuti. Then fifth birthday, I was damn sure Swami is going to give me vibhuti. So I was, the next day is my vibhuti day, I thought. The previous day night, I got a dream. The dream, Swami came and created one Rudraksh for me. So I thought, oh, Swami is going to give me Rudraksh, not vibhuti. So with so much of hope and expectations, I went for darshan line. Swami went the opposite side. He didn't even look at me. He didn't come near me. While going back also, he went on the opposite side. I was just feeling little depressed, but I was trying to. By this time, I became more matured and trying to understand why Swami is doing this. Then I was trying to analyze what it is. It was my dorm duty also. Those days, when children come there, teachers have to be in the dormitory and take care of them till on an allotted time. So after darshan, without any recognition from Swami, I went to the dormitory, did my dorm duty. By 11:30, I came back. When I was coming back, I thought I'll go to Ganesh, do pradakshan, and get Ganesh darshan and Ganesh blessings. And I was coming. When I was coming near the Ganesh gate, Ganesh temple, there was nobody. Those days, the priest was called Bhatt. We used to call him Bhatt uncle. He always, the stone slab is not there. Gate used to be there. He closed the gate and he was coming out. And when he saw me, he said, wait. he opened, he went inside, went behind the Ganesha and took one Rudraksh and gave me. And this is that Rudraksh. I own this also. This is the Rudraksh he gave me. I was so happy. Okay, Swami didn't give me Rudraksh, but this is, little old Rudraksh. And Swami didn't give me Rudraksh, at least but uncle gave me, and that too from behind Ganesh. I was happy. So I went to the jeweler, gave the Rudraksh and said, set it in gold. And he set it and gave me it was a Friday, and gave it to me on Saturday. Sunday morning, I came, after darshan I came, I saw Bhatt uncle and I showed him. Uncle, you gave me Rudrakshna, I've set it in gold, I put it. He looked at me like this, Rudraksh? I gave? When? I said, Friday morning you gave me Rudrakshna, uncle. He said, no. Thursday evening I went to Bangalore. Whole Friday I was not in Parthi. I looked like this. Then I came back only on Saturday. I said, okay. Then I just kept quiet. I know this Swamis. Because I said I have become more matured. Now, what is Swami trying to? Don't expect any material things from me. But at the same time, he didn't drop me also. He quietly gave through somebody. And slowly, Vibhuti became Rudraksh to somebody. And then blessing the plates, chocolate plates. And slowly that also stopped. Now, I have learned. As a teacher, he taught me very subtle lessons, many a subtle lesson like this. Go beyond material expectations. Search for the eternal. And you find your own path and start walking on the path. The guru can only show the path. The teacher can only show the path. But we have to walk the path. And you please do that. And this is the last one. Once we try to relate Swami in the role of a mother, father, friend, teacher, we now understand the meaning of the word when he says, Divyatma Surupikade. When he says that, first when I heard how he's telling that we are Divyatma Surupis, we are all normal people. And Swami says, you are God. How? It was such a confusion at that time. Now Swami has slowly made me understand. As a mother, he's a mother, but much more than mother. He's a father, but much more than a father. He's a teacher, he's a friend, but much more on all that. And subtly, he always reveals his omniscience, omnipotency, and his all-powerful nature we get to know. And once this mindset is set for us, and once we understand it makes sense for us that Divyatma Swarupis. It makes, yes, I am the fragment of that soul, the higher supreme self. I am the fragment. Once we understand that, once that mindset sets in, Swami just bombards inside. And he makes a customized plan for all of us to take us back to our source. Now we are also ready. We have understood that we are not the body. We have understood that we are a fragment of that supreme power. Until that understanding dawns on us, Swami plays these multiple roles, and slowly he gives us experiences. And once that comes, we should only make ourselves available to him, and he will do the rest. And we accept him as Guru at this point. And he starts playing. He steps into the shoes of an individualized Guru, and for each one of us, he has a customized way of taking us back to our source. And in my relationship with Swami, this is what I have learned. Be nothing. And when we have that mindset, at level 1, he satisfies all our material desires and relieves us of all the pain which we have to undergo to satisfy our mundane existence. Be nothing, do your work. Swami will take care of all our needs for our basic existence. At the second level, he gives us opportunities. He creates situations for us and gives us opportunities so that we become eligible for his grace. At the third level, we understand the divinity. But divinity is separate from us. We identify divinity with a form. Sometimes with Swami's form, sometimes with Lord Krishna, or Rama, or Jesus, or Buddha, or Allah. But the fourth level, when we look at people, we do not judge them by their looks or power or position. We look them as soul. I do not look you as a person. You do not look me as a person. I look you as a soul. You look me as a soul. And then we start doing our work without any expectation. We really understand what is the meaning of be nothing. And this is the time when Swami becomes so happy with us and takes us along. And we have just all of us are now, surely we have reached the 4th level. Though we are not fully in the 4th level, 3 levels are complete for us. Otherwise, we won't be sitting here and listening. I won't be standing here and talking like this. You know, we have understood the divinity, but we have to internalize it. And the only way for internalizing it is we have to make ourselves available. We make ourselves available to Swami, he will do the rest, because he will never give up on us. We have got such a wonderful Swami with us. I'm so happy that I got an opportunity to share my feelings with you all. And I thank the organizers. And I thank all the little ones who gave that joy, soulful music, mother and child together. And it was a very wonderful, soothing, soul-soothing experience. Thank you for a wonderful evening. And thank you for being with me in your thoughts throughout my talk. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Thank you, ma'am, for allowing us a peek into your heartfelt moments with Swami. I request Jayanti sister to express our token of gratitude to Raji ma'am and her mother.
Amma is telling that she's very, very happy and she's feeling very proud and very blessed today to be honored. Thank you so much.
We now have bhajans by Balvika's children and their mother, followed by Aarti and Shanti Mantra. Sai Ram.
शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दन
जय शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दन
शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दन
शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दन
जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
विघ्न विनाशक विमल गजानन
विनाशक विमल गजानन
विघ्न विनाशक विमल गजानन
विनाशक विमल गजानन
श्रवण सेवित सुमुख गजानन
शरवण सेवित सुमुख गजानन
श्रवण सेवित सुमुख गजानन
शरवण सेवित सुमुख गजानन
तव पद चरणं शरणं 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 गजानन
जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दन
शिव शङ्कर पार्वती नन्दन
जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
विघ्न विनाशक विमल गजानन
विघ्न विनाशक विमल गजानन
शरवण सेवित सुमुख गजानन
शरवण सेवित सुमुख गजानन
तव पद चरणं शरणं 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 गजानन
जय जय गिरिजा बाल गजानन
मन एक बार हरि बोल
मन एक बार
मन एक बार हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल हरि बोल मन एक बार हरि बोल हरि 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 बोलो हरि 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 बोलो भव सिंधु
पाल हरि बोल।
चिदानंद रूप हरि पतित पावन मन एक बार हरि बोल।
चिदानंद रूप हरि पतित पावन मन एक बार हरि बोल।
एक बार हरि बोल।
मन एक पाल हरि बोल।
हरि हरि बोल हरि बोल।
हरि बोल हरि बोल।
मन एक बार हरि बोल।
मन एक पाल हरि बोल।
हरि 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 बोलो।
बोलो
भव सिंधु पार कर लो।
भव सिंधु पार कर लो।
ब्रह्मानंद रूप हरि पतित पावन मन एक बार हरि बोल।
ब्रह्मानंद रूप हरि पतित पावन मन एक पाल हरि बोल।
हरि पिता हरि माता।
हरि पिता हरि माता।
हरि गुरु ज्ञान दाता।
गुरु ज्ञान दाता।
चिदानंद रूप हरि पतित पावन मन एक
Narayana Sai Narayana Sai Easwaramma Priyanandana Easwaramma Priyanandana नटराजा नटराजा नटन शेखरा राजा
नटराजा नटराजा नटन शेखरा राजा
शिवराजा शिवराजा नटन शेखरा राजा
राजा राजा नटन शेखरा राजा
शिव शिव नमो हर हर नमो
शिव नमो हर हर नमो
शिव शिव नमो हर हर नमो
शिव नमो हर हर नमो
शंकर शिव नटराजा
शंकर शिव नटराजा
शंकर शिव नटराजा
शंकर शिव नटराजा
नटराजा नटराजा नटन शेखरा राजा
नटराजा नटराजा नटन शेखरा राजा
नमः पार्वती पतये हर
नमः पार्वती पतये हर
नमः पार्वती पतये हर
नमः पार्वती पतये हर
हर हर हर हर महादेवा
ओम हर 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 महादेव
ओम हर 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 महादेवा
ओम हर 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 महादेव
शक्ति तुम हो, युगावतार तुम हो, विश्व शक्ति तुम हो। सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई महेशा, सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई महेशा, परब्रह्म तुम हो, साई परब्रह्म तुम हो, साई परब्रह्म तुम हो, राम कहो कृष्ण कहो, ईश्वर अल्लाह साई कहो।
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी,
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन,
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन,
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन,
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन।
मंजुल कुंज विहारी,
मंजुल कुंज विहारी,
जय मंजुल कुंज विहारी। जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी,
जय हरे कृष्णा गोवर्धन गिरिधारी।
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन,
राधा मोहन राधा जीवन,
मंजुल कुंज विहारी,
जय मंजुल कुंज
जय मंजुल कुंज
विहारी।
विहारी। जय हरे कृष्ण गोवर्धन गिरिधारी। दशरथ नंदन श्री रामचंद्र, धर्म संरक्षक राम।
दशरथ नंदन श्री रामचंद्र, संरक्षक राम।
दशरथ नंदन श्री रामचंद्र, धर्म संरक्षक राम।
दशरथ नंदन श्री रामचंद्र, धर्म संरक्षक राम।
देवकी नंदन मुरलीधरा, आनंददायक श्याम।
आनंददायक राम।
देवकी नंदन मुरलीधरा, आनंददायक श्याम।
देवकी नंदन मुरलीधरा, आनंददायक श्याम।
ईश्वराम सुत श्री सत्य साई, प्रेमामृत भगवान।
ईश्वरामृत श्री सत्य साई, प्रेमामृत भगवान।
ईश्वराम
देवकी नंदन मुरलीधरा आनंददायक श्याम ईश्वरा वसुत श्री सत्य साई प्रेमामृत भगवान जय 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 शिव शक्ति स्वरूपा मंगलदायक नाम
जय 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 शिव शक्ति स्वरूपा
जय 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 शिव शक्ति स्वरूपा मंगलदायक नाम
जय जय जय
दशरथ नंदन राम
दशरथ नंदन राम
आनंददायक श्याम
आनंददायक श्याम
प्रेमामृत भगवान
प्रेमामृत भगवान
जय 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 साई राम
बोलो जय 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 साई
बोलो जय 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 साई राम
बोलो जय 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 साई
दशरथ नंदन राम
दशरथ नंदन राम
आनंददायक श्याम
आनंददायक श्याम
प्रेमामृत भगवान
प्रेमामृत भगवान
जय 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 साई राम
बोलो जय 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 साई
बोलो जय 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 साई राम श्री रामचंद्र धर्म संरक्षक राम
ओम तत्सत्
श्री नारायण तू पुरुषोत्तम गुरु तू सिद्धबुद्ध तू
विनायक सदा
पावक तू सविता पावक तू ब्रह्म मध्य तू व्यवशक्ति तू ईशु पिता प्रभु तू
रुद्र विष्णु तू राम कृष्ण तू
नहीं बताओ तू नहीं बताओ
वासुदेव
तू ईश्वरूप तू चिदानंद हरि तू
अद्वितीय तू अकाल निर्मल
आत्मलिंग शिव तू आत्मलिंग शिव
आत्मलिंग शिव तू असतो मा सद्गमय
तमसो मा
ज्योतिर्गमय
मृत्योर्मा
अमृतं गमय
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वरा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आवद्बान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे पिता गुरुदेवं मरियं तरुणीवे स्वामी मरियं तरुणीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयन ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलारती मंगलारती मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण शांति 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 सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति शांति शांति
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय। परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थयिष्टार्थमोक्षप्रदायं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि